Hello, everybody.
Hey.
Welcome back to DBJ. We're here again. We're gonna probably change the schedule when it's turned in. Whenever we start to post our videos, because
Dude, you just gave me high school flashback. It's like when you got to turn in your assignment.
oh god, never mind. When we have to switch our schedule, instead of Mondays, we're probably gonna start doing it Wednesdays instead. And if it's not Wednesdays, it's Thursdays. But just look out on those 2 days until I can solidify, because it made sense for Mondays, but now it's not making sense because my job has got me doing a lot of different stuff. So we're gonna kind of change up the schedule and just do a little bit of different things, but we're still gonna talk about the same thing. So none of that stuff is gonna change. But we are missing someone. If you noticed, we're missing the queen.
Yeah.
She
Sophie.
is really, really sick right now, and I made her some tea, some savandero tea. If you don't know what that is, it's because you're not Latino, so you don't need to know.
Nah, yeah. May she rest in peace. I'm just kidding.
Oh my god!
I'm kidding.
You better knock us off fucking wood or something. Jesus.
No, yeah, we're just kidding, Sophie. If you're watching this.
Oh, she will.
Shit.
She's just not feeling well. She was actually gonna pull up. She was gonna pull up and just be sick and sit here and then like vibe with us and then laugh and do her thing. But she called me. I mean, she messaged me. She's like, I thought I was gonna go, but it's also raining. It is raining. It's not just raining. It's thunderstorming. Yesterday I was trying to edit some videos and I couldn't do it because it was thunderstorming, and that shit's crazy because the lights went out. So that's a good thing I didn't start editing, because I would have been mad if it didn't save whenever I did.
Yeah,
because the autosave sucks and I hate it. So I usually manually do it, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
But we're happy to have y'all guys back, and if you guys keep watching us, we're happy to have all of our people, because we are good people. And if you had not noticed, we have our new mics.
And stop demonetizing us.
Only on TikTok, because y'all guys are doo-doo.
Yeah.
So I'm using Sophie's mic, but this is my mic. So I'm here to play Sophie. But now everything so far is good in production. The only thing I probably might change is getting our sign for our DBJ.
Yeah.
And then getting probably when I upgrade some stuff later, things like that. So you guys will see the change slowly happen, even with the production and some of the names. And we're all take a group picture, so I didn't have to fucking Photoshop all three of us and random pictures that I found of
You're
us.
good. I guess I noticed.
Not even telling them. By the way, I didn't even tell y'all.
I was like, once you sent me the logo, I was like, is that from my fucking Instagram? I was like, what the fuck?
Because I didn't show them at all. I just did it because I was like, you know what? I need to grab something, and I don't want them to take a selfie right now because it's like midnight. Yeah. So I was like, they all got shit to do. So okay. No. So I did my thing because I'm good at it. So I was like, let's just be cheesy for a second. Yeah. Let's keep it into like the early 2000s kind of theme for a little bit, because we are millennials and we did live in those YouTube days. So I was like, let's do that before we start getting into the migration of being adults.
Yeah. No, you had like the mixtape of like just the images that we had. I was like, fuck yeah.
I thought it was so cute though. I thought it was cheesy and cute.
No, it was good. It was good. I like it.
Yeah, like I didn't think it was gonna be like, oh my god, this is so like Gen Z. No, I thought it was gonna be like people from our generation are gonna understand what I did. Yeah. Right. I didn't make it a point and point it out because I wanted people just to kind of realize it. Yeah. But this is episode 4 now. We obviously we're doing this for episode 4. I feel like we keep going because 444, if you know what that means in angel numbers. It's a thing. So we're gonna keep doing this. We're not gonna stop. Episode 3 should be coming out fairly soon. Yeah, I got a little bit behind because of the way that the files were happening, but whatever. You don't even know about that. Side
note: speaking on 444, you can't have a 444 tattoo if you're for the streets. So yeah.
Okay.
You're like, my bad. That was random. The tism. Yeah. Okay. So catch us up with your life. How you been?
I don't want to jinx anything, used to be knock on a virgin, knock on wood, knock on glass to save your ass, whatever it is. But at this point, these 3 days, if you're here on these past 3 days, yesterday, today, and tomorrow, what is the date today? Do you know what today? The 4th. Okay, so the 3rd, 4th, and 5th are going to be the manifestation days. You say what you are. I am successful. I am one of the best podcasters ever. I am amazing at my job, but that's also true right now though. So I am making this company amazing. I am the epitome of why success is a thing, because these are things you speak to manifestation, and this is those 3 days where you do that, because it is. If you guys don't want to listen to that, don't have to, but this is the time to do it if you do understand those things. So I have been enjoying my time there so far. It kind of came out of nowhere, but me being at this job has shown me that there are still opportunities for people that I get to meet to help them grow. I met someone that I like super vibe with and think that they're amazing, and I can see their potential, and it just makes you see that no matter what you do, there are going to be people that you meet in your life that kind of like show you aspects. Say that I just met him for a couple days ago. I'm not going to spend that much time with him. Say he leaves and I don't get to spend all the time with him. It still showed me that ability is possible, and that I could always do that with somebody and understand them. And seeing this job as the way that it is, I respect this job, and I care at this point in time about them. Like, not just the person that's working there, but the actual company that I'm working for. But other than that, you know, I'm happy right now with the position that I'm in, but I definitely would prefer all the things that I'm doing, like this right now, my podcast, my music, my social media stuff. I'm a pop culture whore. I love all of that stuff. So if I can do what I can to make sure those things blossom, I would definitely choose that over anything else. But my goal in life is just to make the world a little bit better in the ways that I can. So that was my week.
That was a big week. No, yeah. Sorry, I got distracted. Kitty. Yeah.
Kitty.
Yeah. So as far as it goes for me, I'm having a good week. Nothing much. I usually not one for planning. I just take it as it goes, and that's pretty much it. I was like, don't get me wrong, I know the end goal is to be successful, but to be successful is chipping at it one day at a time. So yeah.
Well, that also comes to play where, what do you think your success is, you know?
Yeah.
What do you like? For me, success is, at the very end of what I said, is like to make the world a little bit better in certain ways. Like, well, and also, but that, like, to me, you know what I mean? So what makes you feel like you're successful?
To me,
success is not a limit of something. It's up to you.
To me, feeling successful is making sure that, like, I guess in a sense that myself is better than I was when I woke up, because I can't worry about the world's problems when I have my own.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's me. Well, like, it goes to that whole, like, if you're on an airplane, help yourself before you help your kid.
I don't think it goes like that, but it goes
similar like that. You know what I'm trying to say? Yeah, it's like, help yourself before you help others.
Nah, fool.
Yeah, something like that. Well, I don't know.
That's basically it. Yeah. That was closer than help your kid. Fool.
Yeah, no, yeah, like it's basically like that. It's just like, hey, make sure that you're good before you start helping us. Like,
yeah, because
if you're not taking care of yourself, who's gonna take care of you? Type shit.
Exactly, and that comes back to that boundary thing, you know.
And as far as manifestation goes, I am depressed.
No, I'm gonna beat your ass. Not right now with the way the moons and the suns and the.
Well, I mean, you know, I was like clinically diagnosed with that shit, so
yeah, but
like sooner or later it's gonna like.
But the point of the manifestation is to say like what
success,
what you know you want to be, and what you know that you are gonna be. Say that you are it right now.
Yeah. Well,
just say like, I am this, because
I am happy. So
say I am at peace.
I am at peace.
Because happiness is temporary. It goes every day to day. But being at peace can be forever.
Gotcha.
So that was his week.
Yeah. It was like riding sky high and then just whoop.
Not you wearing the fucking
work shirt? Yeah, leave me alone.
We're in today's by the way, it's AAPI month. So Asian American Pacific Islander month. We were supposed to wear our anime stuff, but I switched it up because obviously Sophie's not here.
Yeah. So, but on the next one I will wear my anime shirt. So
well, we might do cosplay instead, remember?
I don't have anything cosplay.
It could be something that you have, like, or maybe like you don't have like a helmet or something from like.
I swear I thought short bus and not like.
I am gonna punch you.
I was like, I don't think I could fit in that.
Like, you don't have a helmet or anything like that? Like from your Power Rangers, because Power Rangers originated from
but
Japan, so it's still Asian.
No, I never bought a helmet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I think I have like a Freddy Krueger costume I can still throw on.
That's not Asian. Freddy Krueger did originate in America. That's
I know.
Damn, but
I could wear a shirt.
I'm gonna wear not. I guess we're not doing cosplay because all my friends are lame. So
the fuck? I was like, I'm not trying to spend money on it.
But no, trust me, they have way more collectibles than I do. Both of them together have more collectibles than I do. Yeah. I just have the outfits for it because I'm more so like dress up.
Yeah.
Be in the. If you claw my fucking pillow, I will eat you.
And that's because he's hungry, not because he's Asian.
Oh God. Hey, we do have more than one guest now. Now we have Jigglypuff and we have Choo Choo. Or his name is Shoo Shoo, but I call him Choo Choo. Yeah. My little Choo Choo. You baby. Don't claw my couch. I will eat you.
Okay,
Stop.
So what's it called? Worst dates you've ever been on?
Okay. So
that breath.
I've only told, this is on one of our, I think on not the last episode, but the episode before that, I think Sophie mentioned it. Oh no, I cut it out because it was during our like bystander time.
Yeah, but
yeah. So Sophie knows this. My cousin, 2 of my cousins know this. So about 4 people know this. I went on a date with a particular dude. I don't usually do this. I don't go on dates. I don't do anything like that. I'm not that kind of person. Like if I do go on a date, it's like very, very minimal, go out in public. And I've only ever dated, I think, total of how many? 5 people in my life. And I went on this, like, that's people I like relationship wise. That's kind of a lot for relationships. Yeah. For me personally. But
you whore. No, just playing.
I went on an actual date, but it was a different kind of date. It was like a home date. This is not your stereotypical kind of date. Like I went on a home date. Like I was like, you know what? On our first date, I will go to your house, cook you a solid meal, and we'll have a good time, and see where we go from there. So, I bought
red flags. Not just red flag for the date, not for him.
So I was like, you know what? That's okay. He's like, because he would always say like, come cook for me, come do this for me. You know, I was like, you know what? Why not? Why not that be the cute little date? Like I come over here and cook for you and do that. I thought that was, to me, I'm a hopeless romantic. So I went to go do that. So
I'm just hopeless.
So shut the fuck up. So I went over and I got there. It was like a cute little townhome. He was saying like it was a house. Yeah. And he's like, yeah, my house. Like this is what it is. Just a little disclaimer. He is brown. He's I think he was Indian. Yeah, Indian. So yeah, he's brown. If you guys like I said in the previous podcast, brown is not an insult. It's what it's like saying like they're Asian. He is Asian. He's Asian, brown, etc. It's an umbrella. So he was Indian, and I guess just the house is a house. I guess like just the way they live in it because they bought it. So I was like, okay, but in technical terms, it was not a house. It was his though. It was like a condo. Yeah. You own condos, right? So he owned that property that was his. So I pulled up there and I was looking for a house, couldn't find it, and I kept pulling up to certain spots and I couldn't find it. I was like, okay, what the hell's going on? And I was like, and he's like, oh no, yeah, you have to pull up to here because my neighbors are over there. What number you at? Oh, that number? Okay, yeah, that's my neighbor's house. Go a little bit this way. I was like, let's go. Oh, these are cute. These are nice townhomes. And because it was shaped like the townhome that I lived in back in the day, except obviously way better and 10 times bigger. So I was like, okay. I was like, wow, these are nice. Like these are cute. And I didn't judge it. I was like, wow. I was just confused on what the concept was. I was like, so this is what because I've seen other condos too. This is not the typical condo. So I was like, okay, so I guess whatever they registered under, it was like house. So I was like, okay, so I guess this is his house. Yeah. So I was like, wow. It's very nice. It was like 3 stories, and I made my way up those narrow ass stairs because it was that narrow. Yeah. It was that fucking narrow. So I was like, oh, I'm getting a leg workout just getting my ass up to his first floor. And then he's like, yeah, I'm here. And I'm in his house. And then we start talking. I was like, yeah, So I didn't get to bring all the stuff that I went to bring. Do you know where we can go get it? He's like, yeah, let's go to Trader Joe's. I was like, I'm a jungle Asian. I'm a real Asian. Like, he's Asian too, but I'm just saying, like, I need to go to an Asian store to buy this shit that I need to make for this fucking recipe. I'm finna cook you some bomb ass chicken stir fry. It's called, my aunt used to call it the red stir fry because it's made a specific way and it's her recipe, and she a Lao queen. So I was about to do it a little bit more Lao style, get all that shit in there and make that shit work. So we had to go into the Trader Joe's and get the chicken. The chicken at Trader Joe's is bomb, by the way. I don't know what they're doing over there.
Oh, never had
that non-GMO shit. I was like, this chicken was a fucking shit. Have you ever had halal food?
Yeah.
Halal food beef is way better than any beef that I've ever eaten in my life. Yeah. The way they drain that blood out that beef, so good. I prefer halal food over any food. Not just because it's halal, just the way they do it all.
I can't get with the hummus though. That's just me.
That's not halal food. That's just hummus.
I'm just
halal.
I'm just stating my preferences. I didn't say it had to do with the story.
Ignorance.
It's tism. And a little bit of ignorance, yeah.
But when I go into the Trader Joe's, we get all the ingredients we need for the recipe. Yeah. You know, we had to ask somebody, hey, where's the fish sauce? She's like, the fish sauce? Let me go look real quick.
Yeah.
But her face was so like confused. I was
like you spoke another language.
Yeah, I was like, this is Trader Joe's. I know Trader Joe's should have fish sauce, even though if it's not the kind that, the Asians use.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, we pull up to the area. She's like, it should be like at least right here. And I was like, okay, obviously I'm talking about a white girl.
Yeah.
Like the way I said it. Not to say all white girls are like that, but the way that she was behaving was like definitely California coded,
Yeah.
Or not even, more like Texas, because we're in Texas. At least a Californian girl would be like, oh, fish sauce, sorry, they don't got that shit. But, whatever, we're in Texas.
Yeah.
And this girl was like, in this section. And then I look in the section, I was like, I don't see it. And then later I see the one that you buy at Walmart.
Mm.
Y'all guys know what I'm talking about. That brand. It's like that wannabe Thai brand. But I found the fish sauce there. And I was like, okay. So taste of Thai or something like that. Something so generic.
Yeah.
And I grabbed it. I was like, this is going to do. It's going to make do. Like, it's going to make do full. So we're going to figure it out. Took it, grabbed everything. We went back home. I was about to start cooking and things like that. I don't think they can hear that on the.
I hope not, because that did not sound like a gamer. That sounded like
yeah. Well, no, they usually don't, because whenever I'm editing, they can't hear that, so that's fine.
What? We heard some disturbing noises, people. Some very O-faced noises.
Okay.
So yeah, you picked up the fish sauce, and then what else happened?
We go back to his place after leaving Trader Joe's, and I was about to, start cooking and everything, but we start prepping like a hookah and things like that. We start getting like a little bit romantic and things like that. And then, I'm over here having a couple of drinks of gin or something, because like he had like a small little bar, which was cute. It's like kind of, because obviously he's a bachelor, he's a cute little Indian man, like doing his thing. Why is your tail wet? Doing his thing. You should probably touch my cup. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I vibe with this. So far, so good. You know? And then I'm sitting on the couch. He asked me like, what song you want to listen to?
Yeah.
I was like, well, I like these kind of musics. I tell him my kind. He's like, oh, well, I'm really into like just regular pop music, not like pop girly music, like the shit that I like Kim Petras, Slater, things like that. Like those are my pop girlies.
Yeah.
So he started playing like stereotypical pop music that like he likes. I guess he just really liked American pop culture, and that's just one of those things that he mentioned to me, and I was like, okay, like I didn't mind it. It didn't affect me. And I'm going to go back to the, like, I'm not judgmental, but I am judgmental in a way.
Yeah.
Because I'm judging it for the basis of, like, whether I am comfortable with something and whether I think that's okay. Not, like, in a negative way. It's just like, okay, yeah, that's what you like. That's cool. So I am judging, but I'm not negatively judging.
Yeah.
So in the end of the day, I was like, okay, that's cool. So he's playing Ed Sheeran. He plays the "I Found a Love
Yeah.
for Me," the wedding song that almost everybody uses.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay. And then he picks me up, like he grabs, well, not picks me up, but he grabs my hands. He was not that big to pick me up like that. Grabs my hand and
tried to dance with you.
He did dance with me.
Okay.
And we started dancing, and I was like, okay, this is cool, I guess, you know. And me being like, I'm a cringy person as it is. I am a cringe lord, but this is the definition of cringe IRL, like really happening in front of you.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, this is, at first I thought it was kind of cute because I was like, he's just like a little romantic. That's fine. But then he started singing the song to me in my ear while his head's like leaning on my neck.
Yeah.
Like leaning on my neck like this.
Yeah.
So, and then not being a good singer at all, just singing the song, and I was like, maybe he's drunk or something, but he wasn't. He was sober the entire time.
Yeah,
because he wasn't drinking at all. I wasn't the one who was drinking, so I was like, okay, so am I crazy? Like, what the fuck is happening right now? And then I was like, okay, I'll just ignore this. And I did. I ignored it. I was just like, it's fine.
Yeah.
And then I cooked the fucking bomb ass meal because you know your girl can cook. Yeah. So I made a ginger red stir fry, my aunt's recipe, like I said, except she does it with beef. I did it with chicken. She's done it with chicken before too, but I did it with chicken, and he ate it. He was like, oh my God. Like he's like, I've never had anything like this before. He could have been lying, but I tasted it. I was like, oh yeah, I did good. Because sometimes I be forgetting that I'm that good of a cook.
Yeah,
I was like, damn, I did good this time, fool, and I done did it. But he was not ghetto at all. So my ghetto ass was thinking, how do I interact with this man without sounding so ghetto? So I was like, yeah, you like it?
I mean, as far as it goes, like, yeah, you're a good cook, but let's get to the meat and potatoes. What happened? Why was it a bad day? Was it just because he sang in your ear? Because, like, I mean, that's just cringy.
It gets worse.
Okay.
On a spiritual level, though.
Okay.
This is stuff that people are not going to believe. So it was like this. I felt like I lived one whole life in one night. One whole ass life in one night. Because then we go, if you guys are from Dallas, Fort Worth area, we went to Roundup.
Yeah.
Not to talk hella, but we went to the Cedar Springs. We took an Uber, and you know, we spent our time there. I met some of his friends. Some of his friends were fucking cool as shit.
Yeah. And
I was talking to them and I was vibing with them, and then I guess like some weird things happened because he disappeared, and I was like, where? I go, where'd he go? And they were like, oh, he went down there. And I was like, and then we went to go find him. I was like, and then we're vibing, we're hanging out together, dancing. You know, things were cute. You know, it wasn't like one of those things where you just kind of keep making out over the night, because that was not that at all, because I'm not that kind of person. I should have been. But like, I was like, no, like, it's like, yeah, we're just enjoying each other's time. And then he's like, I want to go dance and do that. And I was like, okay, go ahead. I'm hanging, because I was vibing with his friends more than I like that food.
It'd be like that sometimes.
Yeah, and his friends were really cool. But then I told his friend what happened, which was my mistake.
Yeah.
Like, I told his friend, like, yeah, this is what happened, and it just felt really different. Like, I wasn't used to that. I didn't say it was weird. I said it was just different, you know, like not used to what he did. Because that's a little, like, who plays that marriage song so fast? Like, that's not normal, or never say normal. That was just not what I'm acclimated to. So I was like, okay, cool. And then his friend later on in the night, after we just like
told him,
spend our time bonding, he's like, he comes up to me, he's like, you told him that you said I was in love with you? I was like, I didn't say that.
Yeah.
Like, I said that it felt like a little overly done and kind of like different than what I'm used to. It was like a whole little confession of feelings, but not like in love with me. I didn't say that. Those are strong words to say.
Yeah.
If I would have said in love, and I was not that drunk at that point, because I was like, I was with a stranger. So I was like,
especially on the first date, like, you don't just drop the like L word.
Yeah. And I was like, no. But I thought that was weird, right?
Yeah.
That's crazy. So I was like, excuse me. So I was like, nah, that's not what I said.
Yeah.
So we ended up getting like back to normal. I was like, no, that's not what I said. He understood what I was trying to say, and I was like,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, fine. Like, oh, but it was different,
Yeah.
you know. And then, like, we get back to his
Place.
yeah,
Yeah.
and he's like, oh, by the way, my friend's staying here. I was like, oh, okay. So I went back, and his friend was there.
Yeah.
And we were watching like an episode of RuPaul's Drag Race and stuff, because it wasn't his roommate. I remember Sophie mentioning that it was like his roommate or something that night. It was like, no, it wasn't his roommate. It was his friend that just came to visit for a little bit, for like a week or two, and and that was true, because he wasn't there at all. So I was like, okay, and there was no sign of him at all, other than like his bag that he had that he was staying there. Because I remember walking to the room where I needed to use the restroom at, because he has two restrooms. So I remember seeing that. I was like, okay, yeah, so at least he's not a liar, you know, so that's cool. So we see that, and then me and his friend are like vibing, because we like enjoying the show.
Yeah.
These are like cool. And then his friend's like, hey, I'm gonna go to sleep, and then he goes to sleep.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, that's cool. And then I'm over here tired and whatever, and he comes over, papi, no.
Yeah.
So he comes over, and then he tries to lay with me for a little bit. I was like, yeah, that's cute, whatever. He's like, well, I need to go to sleep in my room. I was like, okay. And then we both go in there, and I try to sleep in there. I didn't even tell, I don't think I told Sophie this either. I don't think I told many people. I think I only told one person this, because sounds like I'm crazy when I say this. But the Torojo was like this.
Yeah.
Like crazy. And I forgot to mention that because of his Hindu or Indian background, he had certain things in his house that were spiritual.
Yeah.
And I think they were all telling me the same thing, because I just kept going like I closed my eyes for like a brief second.
Yeah.
And I just kept seeing visions and visions, and I was like, oh my God, ignore them, ignore them, ignore them. They were like just visions of everything him.
Yeah.
And I was like, that is weird. And I was like, okay, well, I can't sleep, because I sat there for like good 10 minutes trying to just close my eyes and forget whatever I'm seeing. I thought that was the craziest experience ever. So I was like, okay, let me just go in the living room. I was like, is it okay if I just go lay down in the living room and just like watch a couple of YouTube videos to see if I can pass out? He was like, yeah, sure. So I go and do that. But I start playing my videos. You know how I am about spooky stuff. So I started watching.
And that led to that, like,
yeah.
And
I started watching spooky stuff, because I was like, this might like ease my mind. I don't know why spooky stuff can ease my mind, but I'm a weirdo.
Tism.
Probably the tism. So I did that. And then, but I was also watching, like, I think it was American Dad too. Like, so it was like, not just that, like, I was trying to think about things that would ease my mind. And then I was like, okay, well, none of this is working. And then after that, like, I went to the fridge, because that's where we packed over our leftover food that I had made, to eat a little bit of it, so I can like see if that would work to make me go to sleep or something. And then he comes downstairs. He's like, are you okay? I was like, yeah, I'm just eating a little bit of the food, because I got a little bit hungry. I needed to see if I can pass out, or, try to find a way to go to sleep.
Yeah.
He's like, okay. And then he goes back upstairs on the third floor. And I was like, okay. And I put that shit back, and I left that food for him, like all neat, nothing. There's no mess nowhere, because I'm very considerate. I'm a fucking Virgo. I'm very considerate. So I was like, okay, cool. Yeah. And then I come back, lay down on the couch, and just plays a couple of videos. But the entire night, I kept feeling like something's like, you need to go.
Yeah.
You need to go. You need to go. And I was like, but I drank a little bit. I can't leave. Like, I drank.
Yeah.
You can't leave. And because, my issues that I had in my last episodes, I told you I had 2 DUIs.
Yeah.
I can't make any mistakes. I can't be like that. So I ended up coming to a place where I was like, okay, I am good, but I still don't trust myself. So I rested enough, drank a lot of water, and I did like a little test to make sure I was fine, and I was fine. And then I was like, you know what? But I'm tired now. I don't want to drive tired, even though my little thing tells me I'm fine. I am tired. So I'm not gonna leave because the one time I'm making the fucking good decision. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was like, okay, good. And then he comes downstairs and says, hey, you gotta go. He tells me to leave.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I was like low key, like thanking the gods or the God, whatever, the universe. I was like,
yeah.
I've been wanting to leave all night,
Yeah.
the entire night. Since the club, I
Yeah.
wanted to leave. So I was like,
Bet. Got your keys and got the fuck out.
I grabbed my keys, got in the car, and I left. And I went home and I was perfectly fine. And nothing bad happened because I was under the right influence. Everything was fine. But the things were telling me to leave a little bit before that.
Yeah. Like your gut feeling, like all that. Yeah.
And then but I was hurt though, because my pride was hurt. It's like, you told me to leave.
Well, I mean, at the same time, like maybe it was just like everything finally like getting into play, and you know, it was just like, hey, something probably just told him, was like, hey, just like send him home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if you guys were there, you guys would understand why it feels like a whole life
Yeah.
was lived in one moment, because it was not only logical but spiritual in the same sense.
Yeah.
That's why I felt like a whole life was lived, and I learned so many lessons in one little setting.
Yeah.
Because it showed me what to do and what not to do.
Yeah.
In 5 different plus ways, that I was like, wow, let's not do this again.
Yeah. Yeah.
But also trust your soul, trust your entity, trust whatever you believe in. Like
Yeah.
in that moment, like it was there for me and it told me. And then whatever he believed in told me too, because it was giving me flashes when I was trying to sleep in his bed
Yeah.
for 10 minutes straight. Like it's like everything was there to tell me to go.
Yeah.
And he had, I think his mom and his parents were there on like at the wall, because I
Yeah.
remember having a conversation about them. It's like, oh, where are your parents? And he's like, oh yeah, they passed away, you know, things like
Yeah.
that. I was like, okay. He talked to me about them. He had like a little thing for them and that.
Yeah.
So I think they were talking to me too. It's like, hey, go. But they weren't yelling at me. They weren't being mean to me either. They were like, this isn't right. Like they were being so kind.
Yeah.
Whatever spirit was there was telling me, or whatever was there was telling me in such a kind way.
Yeah.
And then when he finally came and told me, are you good?
Yeah.
Well, he did ask me. I forgot to say that. He asked me, are you good first?
Yeah.
Before he told me to like to leave. I was like, yeah, I'm fine. Why? He's like, I think you should go.
Yeah.
And then he's like, you need to leave. Then he said, you need to leave. You know.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
Yeah.
But I just said,
Yeah.
I think I just said okay, because I was like, I was in agreement with him. I was like,
Yeah.
okay. Like,
No, yeah, because like at that point, it's just like the way you made it sound like the first time, it's like you should go. It's like it sounded serial killery. I was like, hey, my murder intent is coming out. You should go.
no, sorry,
Yeah.
sorry for making you guys think that, but no,
Yeah.
it was more calm,
Yeah.
but it wasn't calm for me though, because in
Yeah.
my brain I could see everything in yo tengo todo ojo, and if you guys don't know what that is or don't even believe in that shit, cool, but it was there.
Yeah.
And I felt all of it, and I was like, damn, I should have just listened the moment I heard it.
All right,
But I'm bad at that.
Yeah.
But whatever.
I just picture like Indian ghosts talking to you.
Don't you dare go there.
All right,
Okay.
all right. I won't. I was gonna do an accent, but yeah, we're not gonna.
I knew what he was gonna do.
All right, I won't do it.
But that was my
Yeah.
worst one. I have another one that I could talk about, but that was my worst one because I learned too much in one night.
Yeah.
I came home crying because I was crying in the car because I was overwhelmed
Yeah.
with all the emotions that I was feeling. And I came home to Ali and Dante, and I was telling them what happened, and I was just crying.
Yeah.
I was like, damn.
Yeah. No, yeah, but I'm glad you're all right. I'm glad y'all both knew it was time for you to dip.
Then I slept on the couch because I was like, yeah, I don't feel like being by myself, so I slept on the couch. At least I'm out.
Yeah.
And it was at this house.
Not bad. I mean, that's what I mean by not bad is like not bad that like you didn't get hurt or anything like that. Like, granted, like yeah, you were like emotionally distraught, but no like harm will have like came of you. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that was that one.
Yeah. I got a couple of bad stories, but I won't tell the worst one. I'll tell like a medium one.
No, tell the worst one. I told the worst one. I could if I would have told you the medium one, that would have been me with scars.
Gotcha. All right. Well, long story short, I'll tell the beginning and the middle and the end. As far as it goes, so I went over to this girl's house, right? And if you know me, you know that I'm the type that like if I really don't want to waste someone's time, I'll like cut it right then and there.
Yes.
Like yeah, I don't.
You're like that 100%.
I'm not. I'm not the kind that like, oh, let me date her for another 2 to 3 months. I was like, and see if it gets better. No, it's definitely like if I don't feel like me and you are gonna be something, I'll cut it off. So what ended up happening is I went to her place. I was going in there with the intent to like just break up with her. So I got to her place. I believe she was making like her meal prep or her dinner or something like that. She was cooking. Long story short, she was cooking. Or short story long, or however that saying goes. Yeah. So I tell her like, hey, it's been fun. I just don't think me and you are like, gonna like be something big in the end, like, and by big I mean like, down the aisle, all this like shebang, we're not gonna get there. I was like, yeah, like we just need to cut this. It is what it is. We had a good run. Like, no disrespect to you. If you want to make me out to be the bad guy, that's fine too. I don't really care. Before I even realized what happened, like I had already gotten sliced right here. You can see it. And when I registered this one, I was just like, what the fuck? It's like, what is my, like, because it came in a downward motion. Like I saw it coming down, but I didn't think she was gonna like stab me.
Actually hit you.
I thought she was gonna be like, what the fuck is wrong? Pointed at you. No, she got me. She got me there. And then, so as I'm focusing on this one, I was like, I'm looking at it because, like, you're kind of in a state of shock. You're just like, oh, what the fuck? And you look. By the time I look down, the blade's already like about that off of my like stomach, and she's stabs me there too, like right on the right side of my belly button. And she's just like, she got far, like she didn't get deep with the blade, but she got like just the tip of it, so it was like more wider and like kind of deep. But so when that happened, I quickly just, before she could shove the blade any further, it was a quick push. And yeah, I ran out of her apartment, went to like, because she was the last apartment on that second floor, so there's nothing past her. So she has the apartment where the gate stops, so you don't fall off the second floor.
Okay.
Yeah, it was that. Like that was that apartment. It was the very last one. Everyone knows what the second end apartment looks like. So you have to make a sharp right and then run down the hall, and then from the hall you have to like make a quick another like right and then go into the middle of the complex, go down the stairs, and get your way out. So I ran, and luckily, since her apartment was on the end, there's a camera, catching all of that, the little walkway, like the hallway ish. So run that way, go down the stairs, cops get called. She's not like, I outran her. Like she tried to chase me a little bit, but I outran her. Cops get called. So this is the middle part. Cops get called. I end up in handcuffs. I'm the one bleeding on the side of a step, while like she's saying that I hit her. I was like, granted, I just pushed. Like, but even then, it was self-defense. So her landlord, who I was cool with, because like every time I would stop by, like I would have to pass through the office, and I would just stop there and just shoot the shit with him and just talk to him, because at the time we both smoked weed. So not saying I was delivering anything, but we both took part of some herbal essence. And yeah, he comes running out like of the office building because he sees all the police and me in fucking a bloody t-shirt and bleeding. He's just like what the fuck is going on? I was like, who? Like the police are like, who are you? It's like, I'm the apartment complexer guy or whatever the fuck. I don't know what the name of that person or that job title is, but yeah, he's just like, all right, cool, let's check the cameras. And on the cameras where she was saying that I assaulted her because she had visible bruising all over her face, the camera could actually catch her running back into her apartment complex and hitting herself with the brunt of the knife where you hold the end of the handle. And then so because of that and her hitting her face made it look like it was abnormal bruising, so it made it look like, you know, I decked her. But yeah, once they find that all happened out, they fucking pull me up and like show me the video. I was like, yeah, dude, everything checks out what you're saying. You fucking got stabbed and this crazy girl was hitting herself. And from there on out, mind you, I'm still in handcuffs while they're showing me this shit. Like, I'm still a fucking threat. So they finally uncuff me. They fucking get this shit all stitched up the best they could. And yeah, they just leave me there. Like, they didn't leave me there. I told them if they could drop me off at a park or something because I don't feel comfortable, you know, being around her. So I think she just got slapped with intent to harm, not like intent to kill or anything, because, you know, nothing vital was hit or nothing like that. But
that's stupid.
Yeah. So
I remember you telling me half of that, but you didn't tell me the whole thing. So
yeah,
I learned something about you today.
What?
The whole story.
Yeah,
you never told me the whole story. You told me half of it. You never told me like.
Yeah, I told you the part where like, yeah, I got stabbed and like, you
yeah,
know, she tried to press charges and that's it.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, like for the most part, she did try to press charges. She tried to make it seem like I hit her, but no, yeah, she just got charged with intent to harm, and even then, that's not like you probably get put on probation at the most, and just a possible fine or something.
One thing I know about you is that you're not willing. You won't harm anybody. Like, even when it's self-defense, the worst that you'll do is just. That's why you took jujitsu, because jujitsu doesn't kill.
Yeah, like you could choke them out and
then you run away and you do your thing. Like, that's not you at all. So
yeah.
If you guys are watching this shit's crazy. Like, and these are real life events. Like the shit that we're going through. And like if you guys watch my last episode, you guys understand. Like, we talk about.
Yeah, we joke around trauma, but like
this is real shit that happens.
Yeah. No, yeah, but like I got fucking stabbed twice, so that's pretty much it. Yeah. Yeah,
and that's his worst date.
Worst physical date. There's still emotional ones that. Yeah, that's pretty much it. After that, you know, took some time for myself. Got myself together. Found myself like pursuing my passions which at the time was working out, and then working out led to wanting to like open up, be a personal trainer, which I got my certification for, and then from being a personal trainer to getting my cert, not being a personal trainer, because there's a difference. From getting my cert led to me like having a gym job and all that, so on and so forth. And so, yeah, it really kind of played out to where I am here now. But that being said, to segue into that and having like a gym job, what are some job secrets that you know, or like job secrets to help you out, or or job scams that like, go on?
You should start it off, because since you're in
the
gist of it, fool.
Fuck? True. Well, I was just trying to talk.
Segue into making.
I was segueing into like the whole, like, yo, this is how it led to that, and this is how it helped out to that. So my job secret is, I'm not gonna name any gyms, but this secret does go for universal as far as it goes for all gyms. So it's pretty much a blanket that covers everything, or any gym that you go to. Reason being is, so say for example you have an account with your gym job, or what, like your gym, not gym job, sorry, your gym, and whatever gym you have, membership, it doesn't matter, or for whatever gym, it doesn't matter. It's all the same. Most of them run off the same program, which is universal. Not that the program name is universal. It's actually a different name, but I'm not going to get the company involved in that. But that being said, all gyms run off that program for the most part. Most of them do. If not, they run off a separate program, which is called and then so long story short, say you have an account, right? That account gets overdrawn for some other reason. Say it goes into a thing called RFC, or return for collection. Yeah, RFC. So if it goes into that, saying that like, hey, they canceled out, what the gym does is basically cancels your account, so that account is no longer active, and it sends it to a collection agency to collect that money from you, which you don't have to pay because it's not going to affect your credit or anything like that. You don't have to pay it at all. So say you lost your debit card, or you lost your credit card, or you got a new card and you just forgot to put it on, and your account got like sent to RFC. So instead of you paying that, you have that mindset of like, you know what, I'm not going to pay that. I'm just going to open up another account. You're totally in the right to do that. Only reason why I say that is because, mind you, I worked for many gyms, and if your account goes for RFC, they have no actual way of charging you that amount that you supposedly owe them for not being able to pay that account. So the way they'll try to trick you into paying that, saying like, well, I can't, like, the accounts are going to merge, and eventually it's going to kick out the new one and reactivate the old one, so you're still going to have to pay that. No, that is BS. That is never going to happen. The systems are not set up to do that. So what ends up happening is that they lie to you, saying that that's what's going to happen. And the way they will charge you is by ringing up, whether it's protein powder, random shit like that that they sell at that gym, and they'll get it close to that amount that you owe, but it'll never be that exact amount. And they'll even go a step further by saying, I was like, oh, I threw you a little employee discount. False. That's never going to be what what is going on. That's never going to be anything like that. As far as it goes, they don't have that right to charge you that account, because if it went into collections, it's now up to the collection agency to get that money from you, meaning that old account they no longer have control over, or can actually have access to, or charge you that lump sum that you owe. Your new account should still be like fully active and fully aware, because if they send it off to collections and they no longer can collect it, because collection agencies are not going to be hitting you up for that amount. And another thing about that is that if that stuff does affect you, the collection agency, even if you do pay it off with them, they can't take that stuff away from the actual like credit score or whatever. You have to go to a separate credit bureau to do that. So yeah, don't let gyms lie to you on that. You can make a whole new account, and if they try to tell you no, challenge them on it, because I guarantee they cannot actually charge you that full physical amount you owe without like actually breaking a law or two. So
It'd be like that.
yeah.
So, like I said, I'm in the automotive industry. I don't really have a lot to say per se when it comes to that. It's more so, yes, be wary, because a lot of the industry will fuck you, and that's what everyone's scared about, and that's so much so true. But it's not always the case. A lot of the times, you guys think you know better when you actually don't. It's like, well, how come I can get this much if I do this kind of payment? It don't work that way. A lot of the misinformation is that we run the way the dealership runs. No, a lot of times it's the banks. The banks are what control the automotive industry. Low key. If you don't know this, it's because you don't know what the industry is really like. All I can say is that whenever you say you can't get approved for something, it's not because we don't want you to. We really do try. to make sure that you can. We go through so many different works and ethics. We try to make it make sense for you and for everybody. But if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. There are many things that happen in the fucking automotive industry that just needs to be aware of. You guys think that, well, I can go and do this and do this. But can you? And if you can, good. Good for you. I'm happy. I'm the kind of person that appreciates that. I'm not a salesperson. I'm a manager now. for years. I've been in the industry for 5+ years. So I would appreciate seeing people kind of like learning from the progression of that, is that there are ins and outs of it. Yes, for sure. But to think that you know best is not the answer. It's to kind of coexist with the people that think they know best, even if you think you know best, to kind of work that out. Because it's such a fucking hard industry to be in. Because a lot of the times, people really do care, and sometimes people don't fucking care. I train my salespeople to be like, hey, I'm here for you to not only just to make the sale, but to also advise you on what's going to be better for you and what's going to be best for you. And even if it's not best for you, if you want it, do it. There's nothing wrong with that, because there's some things that people are like. We are people who just live on endorphins, who live on, life. So why not do it if you don't care that much in, the end game? Because sometimes you just want to be happy. Sometimes this is going to make you feel better. But there are also times for certain people where it does matter. And I train my salespeople to be like, hey, advise them. Why didn't you get approved today? Oh, I didn't get approved today for this reason, because my credit score is this and that. Well, let them know. Like, well, it's not that good today, but it might be 7 months from now. It might be a year and a half from now, but let's work together to make sure that we can find out why this is the reason. So if you can't find out why the reason is, which is why you guys get so upset, is because they just kind of shrug you off. I'm not going to get the deal, so fuck you. I don't train my salespeople that way. I train them to make sure that you guys know that we're not just salespeople. We're advisors. We need to be able to teach you guys what it's like to live in the situation that you're in and how we can progress to make sure that you're doing better. I know that's what creditors do, but I train my salespeople to make sure that they know that they can show you what that looks like. How can we make you progress? And what makes more sense for you now? Because there are a lot of times you guys can't get approved, you guys get upset, or there's a lot of times you guys think that you guys are getting a better deal. And when you have great credit and people are like, well, I can get this for here. And then they go there and they do that. And they're like, oh, I got fucked because they charged me too much for this. And we're like, we just told you this. We told you that you can get a better deal. Like, why wouldn't you want to get a better deal here? Like, it's you guys you guys are shopping for fucking, and sometimes it's not about price.
It's about what's going to treat you better.
Yeah, and sometimes it's about ethics.
Yeah, that too.
And the ethics of the situation makes more sense.
Yeah.
We're not going to lie to you. We're going to tell you what the fuck this shit is, what this looks like, and what we can do to make it better. Not fucking lie to you and tell you like this whole shit is this, and then there's a word for it. It's kind of similar to bait and switch. If you're in the car industry, you know what bait and switch is. Yeah. We're not going to show you a car and then make you fucking see another car. That's bait and switch. That's fucking, like, at this point, I think it's almost illegal. So
I thought it was.
No, not back. Like a year and a half ago, it wasn't. Yeah. That's how recent that was. Yeah. We're not going to fucking do that to you.
Yeah.
We're going to show you what the realistic part of it is and what you're going to get.
Yeah.
So be realistic about it. Be honest with us as much as we're going to be honest with you, because everyone knows this line: buyers are liars.
Yeah.
I just gave y'all guys a secret.
Yeah.
We know buyers are liars.
Hugs and drugs. I'm sorry.
Because y'all guys think that we're lying all the time when we're not. We have to have the same mentality. Buyers are liars.
Yeah.
Because you guys lie to us all the time. You guys give us fake numbers. We call the wrong number. We fucking do the wrong email. Because you guys are lying all the fucking time. There's a way to be honest. There's a way to go through it. I'm not saying all the fucking industries like this, but a lot of it is. And the stores that I've been working for, so far, I've seen some be that way. But the ones that I've been working for now are not that way.
I'm not naming companies, but I remember on one of your Snapchats, one of your salespeople was like, I can't wait. Like, I was like, who's going to be my next victim? And I was just like, yo.
And I said.
No, I remember. Yeah.
And I was mad.
Yeah.
Because I go, that's not how we do things here.
Yeah.
That's not how we do shit. We don't do shit like that.
That's the company that I remember that stressed you the fuck out. That's
exactly.
That's the shit that pissed me off.
That was the hardest company I worked for, and I fucking can't stand them.
Yeah.
And therefore, I'm not working for them anymore.
Yeah, no. Fuck them.
We make things as easy as possible because we care about everything. Yeah. Like, we actually... Not the company, but me as a person.
Yeah.
I'm a manager, so I train my people to understand humanity, at least.
Yeah.
Like, people have feelings, people care, people want things, and it's not fair to do things like that. So I just want to make sure people are taken care of in the way that they deserve to be taken care of.
Yeah.
That's it. But also, this is not my full career choice. I'm a social media person. I want to be a social media person. So
no, yeah, but that's pretty much it. So that's our secret. One for the gyms and one for the automotive industry. So, yeah.
So now we're going to do Am I the Asshole? We're ready for it. So here we go. I wish Sophie was here because she has such good opinions. Am I the asshole for not wanting my wife's daughter to be introduced as a family friend? Okay. What does that even sound like already?
Like an asshole thing.
Well, no. Wait, that's why this is so important, because you never know, you know?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's see what the story goes for. A few years ago, my wife and I got a letter from a woman claiming to be my wife's daughter, Laurel. Her name is spelled Laurel. I just wanted to make that clear because this is white people stuff. Who wanted to meet with her? She told me that she'd given up a child for adoption when she was so young. So I was expecting that this might happen. What I didn't expect was that the truth was there was never any adoption. She left the baby with the father and bailed.
Pum, pum, pum.
The worst thing about this is that when Laurel was 12, she wrote my wife begging for help. Her response was to write her that the nastiest reply imaginable. In not quotation marks. Yeah, quotation marks. I've since had a chance to read it. That basically blamed her for her problems and threatened her against contacting her again and ruining, quote unquote, ruining her family. I couldn't believe it. Not only has she been lying to us this whole time, but actively had contact and chose to abandon her second time with her married. This has been an emotional dumpster fire, but that's an issue of its own. We've been in contact and building a relationship for the last few years. So much therapy. So much therapy, period. Yeah. So far, we've kept this all away from our kids. At this point, it's been a few years and there's an interest in having everyone meet. Thing is, between my wife and Laurel, they've come to an agreement to tell the kids and everyone in this family that Laurel is a family friend? Absolutely not. I'm sick of lying. What they call each other is their own deal, and I don't expect that to change. But I'm not lying anymore. I don't like lying to my kids as a policy, but lying to them about who's related to them and who isn't is dangerous. I only want them meeting if they can tell them the truth. Now, I'm getting into... There's a lot of thunder right now.
Yeah, no.
Now I'm getting into it with my wife, Laurel, and my parents, parentheses, the only outside people who know, parentheses. That was the right word the first time.
Yeah. Yeah, you said in quotation marks. So I was like, I thought it was parentheses.
It's parentheses. They say I should go along with it, not for my wife's sake, but for Laurel's. I understand why she would want that, but I don't think I care anymore. The kids need to know.
I mean, I don't think you're the asshole, because at the end of the day, like, they hide that truth from you, you know? Like, at first it sounded like they were trying to, at first it just sounded like he was just not trying to introduce the kid, like he was ashamed of the kid, you know? Or at least the title of it made it seem that way.
Yeah, it felt like they were trying to do too many gymnastics for it.
Yeah, because they could have just...
Because they both knew.
Yeah, they both knew. They could have just kept that person away from her and been like, you know what? Like, the reason why we're keeping you away is for X, Y, and Z, you know?
Yeah, it didn't make any sense.
Yeah.
I'm trying to read the comments, but whatever. Like, TBH, they both fucking knew the truth, and they were more scared about what the kids were going to think, but there's such an easy way to go about that.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, by the way, this is your sister.
Yeah.
They're not stupid.
Yeah.
Like, bruh.
Because they're going to be like, you kind of look like me.
Sometimes they do, like, dead ass.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, you kind of look like my dad a little bit.
You look like my stepfather.
Right.
Because he's not your stepfather.
She walks up to the sibling like, sister, cousin, you doing all right?
Okay.
Yeah.
So OP offered something here. It says OP has offered the following explanation for why they think they might be the asshole.
Yeah.
When you hear that shit, you know why they're the fucked up one.
Yeah.
Usually, I want to go against my wife and her daughter's wishes to tell my kids something neither of them are comfortable with that would alter both of their relationships with their kids. What is it, bitch? Tell me.
Yeah. Like, you just can't say that and not give a full response to it.
So the comments say, not the asshole. The fallout from lying with, the fallout from, wait, fuck that. What's the full on? They usually give you one like that. Everyone says. Okay, whatever. I don't see it. So, not the asshole. The fallout from lying will be far worse than telling the truth up front if she ever found out. And you'll be as guilty as her in your kid's eyes for lying by omission. If she's ashamed, then she shouldn't be bringing Laurel around the family.
Yeah.
And then...
L'Oreal? Yeah, she shouldn't be bringing L'Oreal around the family.
And then someone responded like, if they will find out. Like, if question mark, they will find out. Like,
yeah.
They're responding to that comment. And then Zara, some bitch, says, TBH, they probably already know something is up.
Yeah.
They've been sneaking around for a few years.
Right?
Yeah, like, bruh.
That's what I'm saying. Like, the kids already know. They're just like, why you kind of look like me? Like, why do you look like my daddy? I was like, why do you look like my mom? It's kind of like the Parent Trap, but with extra steps. But except with the, like, kids being the one trying to get, like, tell their parents or, like, get their parents back together. It's the parents trying to, like, tell the kids.
Recently informed by my ex that he never wanted to break up with me And our breakup was actually a test. What do you think about that?
Fuck that guy.
Bitches everywhere.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gay. Men are bitches too.
Fuck that guy. Like fuck anyone who just has that mindset. Like, oh, I'm gonna break up with her just to text her. Like, just to test her. I was like, if you have that mindset, it's simple-minded bitch shit. Like you crave unwanted drama. Like that's what you like crave. It's just like, I was like, this is how I test my love. Like, no, fuck you. Fuck you. Ooh.
Sounds a little personal.
Yeah, no, sorry. I have my own problems with that. You got a special gate in hell. That's all I know.
Okay, so the story says, my now ex-boyfriend, 23 male of 2 years, abruptly texted me, 23 female, a couple of weeks ago saying he wasn't happy anymore. I tried to call him and he said he'd call me back later. I called him later and he ignored it again and just texted, I'm done. Sorry, I hate that shit.
Yeah.
For a couple of days, I still wasn't really sure if he wanted to talk about things and kept trying to call or text him, but I was ignored. He told me that text saying he wasn't happy was him breaking up with me, and he thought it was obvious. I saw him in person yesterday.
No. Sorry.
I saw him in person yesterday since we wanted to try being friends. I started talking about all of our plans for the future, which included moving states and traveling. He got upset and started crying. This person has bad punctuation as well. Asking if I'd really just leave him like that. And this person is bad fucking punctuation. And I was just, no. And I was like thinking, huh? You left me? Why are you mad? I'm moving on. But, no comma, by the way.
Yeah.
But then he started saying he was still in love with me and still wanted to be with me. And when he sent that text, I wasn't supposed to just accept it. I should have driven over to his place and begged for him back and done everything that he texted saying he wasn't happy about. I didn't know that because, like I said, comma, he wouldn't even answer my calls or texts, comma, but I guess that was part of the whole game, period. I'm going to start doing that from now on.
Yeah.
Whenever I start seeing the bad punctuation and shit like that that's hard to read, bruh, I'm intoxicated. I need to know.
No, yeah, fuck all that shit. No, yeah, you're not the asshole.
And it says, am I the asshole for not begging my boyfriend to still date me when he broke up with me?
Girl, go pop your pussy for some other body. No, I'll say that with, like, as someone who hates that shit, like, guy or girl, if you fucking break up with someone that you know is good for you just to test them or for, like, just to, like, have that.
Babe, it all comes back to insecurity.
Yeah, no, because like
you're so insecure that you need to do this, but no.
Yeah, you want to feel like, one, you want to feel them chase you. Two, you want that drama. Three, at the same time, like you want the fucking, you want to have that attention. Fuck off. No, fuck all the way off. Yeah, you're the asshole.
I think they're both the assholes.
How is she the asshole?
Because she's the asshole for being that consistent.
Oh, for pursuing?
Yeah. But
no, that kind of goes.
But I'm gonna say he's the bigger asshole. I'm gonna say. To me, it feels like it's like a
no. She's like,
it's an 80-20. Like she's 20% asshole because she's just like.
Well, this isn't like me being straight and defending the girl. And like
no, I'm not saying that at all.
No, I'm clearing
the
out
girl
my
is
name.
the one who's not doing this.
Yeah,
the guy is the one.
Yeah, the guy's the asshole. Like 100% agree. The
80%.
No, I say 100 because the girl's just like she's just what the name of our podcast is, a dumb bitch sipping on juice.
Okay, yeah, okay. DBJ.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, am I wrong? Because like if you're gonna go back to someone who you know is no fucking good for you, and like wants to fucking do that and create drama, like, and have that attention and need that like that reassurance, fuck all the way off, bro. Like, I don't give a fuck if it's a dude.
Okay.
I don't give a fuck if it's a girl. If you do
So that
shit,
goes back to the fact that we keep drinking the DBJ.
Yeah.
She is that 20% that I was saying. Like, you keep drinking it and you're still questioning it right now. So you are in control, because you wouldn't have posted this right now if you were not part of that 20% of the DBJ.
I see what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It goes to the point where like if
Like,
someone's
grow the fuck up. Like,
yeah, someone's poisoning themselves. Yeah.
But like, what I wanted to say though is that it feels like these are kids, because the way that it sounded like,
it sounded like some high school shit.
Yeah.
Like not even high school. Like.
And at that point, I don't
middle
blame
school.
any of y'all, because you guys are fucking kids.
You guys are retarded in my.
Because they're kids.
Yeah. Most of them don't even know what the fuck they want.
Yeah. I don't
was
blame like this person sounds like a child just by reading the way
They sound like they're in middle school.
but they're not, because remember, they gave us the age.
Yeah.
We can't neglect that.
Well, like just because
the
they give us that.
ex-boyfriend is 23 years old and
Yeah.
she's 23. They're both 23.
Yeah. Well, that means
Y'all just both stupid. Oh my God.
no. At that age, someone like how many 21? Like, be honest. How many 21, like 25 and under motherfuckers have you met that you just have these high school vibes from? Like, oh, you're still living in that mindset.
Quite a few.
Exactly. So, they're yes, they are old, but
this
intelligent wise, they're not.
No, this makes more sense, because the people that we're talking about in
Yeah.
that instance from our age,
Yeah.
meeting people like that, it made more sense.
Yeah.
But this happened like yesterday. This is 15 hours ago, so
Yeah.
it makes more sense. And them being 23 and
Yeah.
our 23 are completely different than it's.
Yeah.
So you're right. You're 100% right.
Yeah, like they have that fucking high school mindset still. Like they're still trying to figure out their own identity. So they're doing this shit for like, or he's doing this shit for like fucking. Oh, I need attention. I need someone to love me. Like I'm gonna create a fake suicide letter. Like if you leave me, I'll kill myself.
Oh no, that's a weird. That's even. Leave his ass.
No, yeah. Fucking tell him, do a backflip off the building, something like.
Yeah,
but
girl.
Fucking leave him. And guys too. If some bitch tells you, or like guys and girls, if some bitch tells you that like, I was like, oh, I'll fucking kill myself if you leave me. Well, tell him, hey, get the cutting, get the gun, or jump.
The first comment is stupid. I'm so upset with the first comment. The first comment is, I guess things with the other girl didn't work out. And then the other person says, exactly. This wasn't a test. He had another option, but then the option fell through. OP was supposed to stay available on standby. And then the other comment says, people who play games like this are not mature enough to be in a relationship. That's some middle school. We literally said that.
That's some
middle school level crap.
Yeah.
He FA. I don't know what FA means. Now he is FO. I don't know what those words mean.
I don't know what that means either.
I hope OP, original poster,
Yeah.
I get that one, goes on and lives her best life. At least she won't have a petulant man child weighing her down.
No, yeah. Because like as far as it goes, dude, like if anyone does that shit, dude, they're not good. Just cut them the fuck off. Like
Okay, so I changed my jurisdiction. I mean, not jurisdiction. That jurisdiction is
rating or
I changed my opinion
no,
because
makes more sense.
Yeah.
No, because you said jurisdiction.
Yeah,
I said
jurisdiction is
rating.
like supposed to be like
yeah,
like whatever, and it's also government oriented.
yeah.
But I changed my opinion because okay, she's not good. She's not well because she thinks that this behavior is okay, but
Yeah.
I get it. So she's not the asshole at all. He is the asshole 100%. I don't think that it's on the level that they were saying like he's cheating. And if he is, cool.
Yeah.
I get it. Like, not cool. Like, don't fucking cheat. But
No,
I get,
yeah.
but I get it.
Cheating sucks ass.
Yeah.
But like what Heka is saying is that like he understands if they're thinking that, you know, if he only did that not for attention but rather for like cheating, having that fling, and then you know what, like, all right, I got my rocks off, let's come back and like let's like reconnect what we lost.
Yeah, and I also forgot to say that, or that I read that she said that he said he wasn't happy anymore, and she's like trying to call him and figure out why.
Yeah.
I forgot that she was.
No,
doing
I still
that.
remember that. That's what I'm saying. Like,
No,
she's
that's what I forgot.
That's why I was going off with the basis that like she's not the asshole.
Yeah,
like
yeah, no, for
like
a fact. She was
dumb
trying to
probably.
figure out,
Yeah.
And then he comes back like ignoring her the entire time.
Yeah.
No, fuck you.
I was like, bitch, like you could have been dying. Like,
ignore everything I said at the beginning of the half because I forgot what I read the first time.
Yeah,
Because I
like
was
you could
reading
have
it, not experiencing.
Yeah, like you could have been dying, and someone genuinely enough gave a fuck about you to call you, and you were gonna forward their call. I was like, first of all, fuck me and my concerns, right?
I fucked up because I misunderstood.
See, that's
It's
why.
just- yeah,
That's why I was trying to clear
yeah.
up my end because, like,
No,
I'm not.
because I forgot that I read that they said
Yeah.
that because
I was-
I'm reading it right now.
Yeah,
not,
like-
not experiencing it and not hearing it. So
That's why I was just like the girl's probably stupid, but like I was like, she's not an asshole. Like
I don't
the asshole is the
I
dude.
I only feel like she's. I don't even feel like she's stupid anymore now that
Yeah.
I know like
Yeah.
what happened. I feel like she's just doing what people do whenever they're trying to go through the repercussions of
Yeah.
understanding what hurt feels like.
Yeah,
She's just going back and being like, "What did I do wrong?
yeah.
What,
Well,
what's
that's the
wrong?"
thing though. Like, if
That's what sucks.
Yeah,
Baby
that's what-
girl, you're not wrong. Fuck him. He's a piece of shit.
you're probably just a little dumb, but no.
You're only dumb by asking the question here right now because you should know better. Like at this
Yeah.
point, like you saw what he did to you.
Yeah, like if he just played those games about like your emotions and stuff like that, not giving a fuck, tell him to kick rocks, and the same can be said if the gender roles
No,
were
tell him to
reversed.
go kicks. Never mind.
That's like the same can be said if the like gender roles were reversed. If it was a girl doing that to a guy, I'd say the same thing. Like, no, the fucking person doing the playing is a fucking asshole. I was like, one, they just want to fucking seek attention. They want to be loved. They want to be pursued. Oh, that's 1, 2, and 3. And then on top of that, I was like, what if they did cheat and like get their rocks off, and now they want to come back and be with that person? I was like, no, fuck that. There's a special place in hell. Like, fuck that. It's right next to that punk ass stingray that took out Steve Irwin, but I'm not gonna go down that road.
Yeah, I fucked up.
Yeah, I got you.
No, yeah,
No, yeah,
I
but-
agree with him 100%.
Yeah, because the girl might be a little dumb or naive. Like,
No, no, I wouldn't even say dumb no more. Because
yeah,
that's
naive,
fucked up.
naive at
Yeah, naive at best.
yeah. Naive at best, but like definitely the fucking guy is an asshole 100%. Because like, first of all, I was like, act your fucking age. I was like, because everyone seems to be in agreement that that's some high school, middle school shit. You know? I was like, I would not. Yeah, no, fuck that.
Okay, so hopefully they have the answer for. They don't have the answer yet. What the fuck?
Well, we just gave you the answer. Shit.
No.
Oh, my bad.
They're usually a collective group that
Oh,
says like what it
Yeah,
is.
no, what I'm saying, I was like, I speak for the trees. I was like, I'm the Lorax. I speak
Ignore
for
me,
the
guys.
trees.
I'm intoxicated
Yeah.
and I have been drinking since I was cooking. So,
Huh.
because I've been waiting for everybody to get
I'm
here.
just experiencing the ADHD pleasures. So yeah.
Yeah. So imagine an ADHD person who actually has real ADHD dealing with another ADHD and who drinks.
Yeah. I don't drink because I was abused.
We already discovered that on the last podcast.
Yeah, which you guys will see once we post it.
Like I said, we're a week behind, but it happens every now and then. Okay,
Yeah.
guys.
That's fine. We'll get back to posting on a regular basis.
But we did change our dates.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is our third and last Am I the Asshole?
Right.
It is Am I the Asshole for getting hit on the bar while my boyfriend was next to me and didn't do anything?
No.
Oh my god.
No.
Let's see what happens.
Well, yeah, let's see what happens. But well, what I mean,
this hits home because we've had many conversations
Yeah.
in my past relationships, and it's so easy for us.
yeah.
So easy for us.
But that's the thing, though. Like,
and I have friends who are
Yeah.
so easy for them.
before you read, me speaking on a personal level, a woman can handle her rejecting a man. The man should only intervene, in my humble opinion. The man should only intervene,
Or
when
the
guy-
partner.
or partner, whatever, should only intervene when the person's getting physical or is not getting the hint. That's when it's like,
Mhm.
hey, yo, my partner, my girl, or whatever had already told you no. Now, since you don't want to accept that no, here's where the actual confrontation takes place, and that's where I'm going to step in.
Exactly.
And she's going to be given the keys, or they're going to be given the keys, and you're like, you know what? Go lock yourself in, because you're a lot safer in that car than you are about to be out here.
Period.
And that's just it. So
okay,
that,
let's go.
Yeah. Now,
So the story says, last night I was at a bar with my boyfriend, Adam, 21, and we were with a few of our friends. It was really fun at first, and we kept taking shots together. Later on throughout the night, a random guy approached me and started talking. Keeping in mind, Adam was sitting right next to me. This guy was making basic small talk, and I was giving him a dry response, waiting for him to realize my boyfriend is right next to me. But then he just kept flirting with me, and even said he loves my lips and wanna to see how it feels wrapped around his cock. Once again, Adam did nothing. Finally, the guy asked if he could buy me a drink. This whole time, I was waiting for Adam to do something, but he was on his phone the whole time, ignoring me. I pointed towards Adam and said, he's my boyfriend. Then the guy said, that's fine, I'll bring you... I hate this. That's fine, I'll bring you right back. Again, Adam didn't say a thing. I told the guy no, then pointed to the one of my friends and said to hit on her. She's single. Finally, he left us alone. But he kept checking me out that night, and I could tell that he wanted to fuck me. Oh. After he left, Adam looked at me and asked, what the fuck is wrong with you? I was confused, like, what the fuck do you mean? According to him, I didn't reject him soon enough. I'm already mad. My rebuttal was, he should have said something to make him go away. Like, the boyfriend needs to step up in for the situations like this. Anyway, me and Adam are still fighting about this, but I gave him...
You gave him what?
I'm mad.
You gave him what?
Anyway, me and Adam are still fighting about this, but I gave him head later that night, so he stopped complaining about it. That's the shit that fucked me up.
Well, okay, so that was the end of the thing, right? So here's what she did wrong.
Here's what they both did wrong.
No, yes, but first and foremost, here's what she did wrong. She said she was giving him dry responses. Dry responses is not like, hey, I have a boyfriend, leave me alone.
She did. She was
no, not yet. She got to that into the middle of the part.
No. You're behind. She said, literally right here, she started to say, like, right through there, she said, no. And then she's like, this is my boyfriend.
No, yeah.
That's when he started being...
Yeah, but here's the thing though. Read the beginning again. She's like right there where it says like, I would, like, you got luscious lips. All that she was, oh shit. All that she was saying, like, I was just giving him a dry response. I was like, see, giving him a dry response. Like, that's not you telling me off. The minute you get approached or anything like that, you can be like, no, I have a boyfriend. Like, can you please leave us alone? Or something like that. But giving a dry response and being like, and you having like if I'm having this conversation with you and you're just like, yeah, okay, yeah.
Like, how am I supposed to know that's your boyfriend?
Yeah. You feel me? Yeah. So that's what she did wrong. Where he went wrong is the minute the motherfucker said, I would love to have your like lips around my dick. That's where he should have stepped in. That's where he would have been like, yo, like, I don't know if you fucking heard.
Well, no, before then, she said, before that one,
yeah,
she said, that's my boyfriend.
Yeah. And like, or even before that, like as soon as she said like, hey, that's my boyfriend, that's when you're like, yo, that's when she was just basically like, hey, babe, I can't handle this. Tag you're in. And that's when you gotta like.
He didn't tag in.
And he didn't tag in. But at the same time, like, I guess I'm gonna play devil's advocate a little bit here.
Yeah.
I'm guessing the reason why he didn't want to tag in is because like you have not yet stood your ground and told like those dry responses don't mean shit. So he was just like,
this one's a scary one.
It's
because it could be hit or miss.
Yeah, it could be hit or miss, but at the same time, she fucked up by not being clear with those dry responses.
No, because sometimes you can't be.
Well, that's the thing though. When it comes to stuff like that, you can't be dry at all. You have to be clear cut.
Yeah,
and direct.
that's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah,
you should just be like, because
she should have been like, no, thank you. I don't have a boyfriend. Can you please leave me alone?
Yeah.
And then if it doesn't work and he still wants to pursue, be loud. Draw attention to yourself. That's gonna make him feel like, oh shit, what the fuck? Let me get away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's scary.
And then
that's why girls have it so hard, because it's scary. It is scary for them. That's scary because the fact that you have to even go that much to a distance to just say like no.
Well, that's where like good dudes come in, you know.
But I don't feel like her boyfriend was being a good dude because her.
Like I said, her boyfriend dropped the ball too. So my whole who's the asshole goes 50-50 on this.
Both of them.
Yeah, it goes.
No, I think it's 60-40. This is the one time I think it's 60-40.
Why? Who does the 60 go to?
Because he's blaming it on her now. You don't blame it on somebody. You just say, hey, you could have done this way. But he's like, no, because you did this.
No, yeah,
that's why you deserved it.
Okay.
So that's what I mean. That's what makes it 60-40, because blaming is what makes it worse.
Yeah, but she blamed right back.
But she blamed it in a way it's like, I needed your help. Not versus you should have been there. It's kind of a different, because needing help versus forcing like an agenda on someone is different. Because I'm scared now. She was kind of scared at that point.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. It's in my eyes, it's still 50-50 due to the fact that like one, she was being tried, so like that's her only mistake that I saw, and then also like not making it a big deal, like making a scene and stuff like that and drawing attention to that. The other 50-50 is homeboy should have stepped in the minute he got like talking about like, yo, I'll bring you back. Don't even worry.
Yeah,
like
okay,
that.
That brings it back to 50-50.
Yeah, that brings it back to 50-50. Where what I don't like personally, even though like it is still on 50-50, what I don't like is that
she came back to him and started.
Yeah, she topped him off.
Yeah.
I was like, if it would have just ended on 50-50 like that, you guys, it would have been better. But to
no, but that's why I feel like a little discomfort, because she did that to make him feel better.
Yeah. Which, no, because at that point, like, that should have only have happened. Like, you know, I'm like, him getting topped off should have only had happened if he would have.
Yeah, that's why I feel like it's back to 60-40 then.
No. Like, if he would have reassured her, like, hey, like, you know, I'm sorry. And like,
he's more in the wrong to me. Because he let that happen and be like, yeah, well, I got my girl to say she's wrong because she didn't do this enough for me. And she felt the need to give him head to make him feel better. You see what I mean? That sucks. I see
what you mean. Yeah,
that's not cool. It could have been. Well, they could have had a conversation.
Yeah. I'm gonna switch it up on this one. Yeah, I'm gonna say 60-40.
Yeah, that's why I was.
Yeah, because like
that's scary. Like,
I forgot. Yeah,
because then he comes back to the idea of like, well, you could have been this.
Yeah,
and she sucks him off to make him feel better.
Yeah, and then on top of that, it's not so much like it's not a clean exchange. Like, he should have reassured her, like, hey, like, I'm not saying you like. You did not do anything to deserve that, but what you did do wrong to like not end it was be clear and be like, hey.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But she had to suck him off to make him feel better.
Yeah, no, that's the part where I have a problem with it. And so 60-40.
Because it's just not fair. Like, fuck that.
No, that's
because honestly, that's kind of scary, because 60-40 ends up turning into 70-30.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? Like, it ends up turning into that.
Yeah.
Because the relationship doesn't change. It just keeps gradually going in the negative direction.
No, yeah.
Like, girl.
Yeah, I agree on this one. It's 60-40.
Well, anyways, we had a really deep conversation about a couple things, and things are really,
I learned
really
a lot, and I feel lost at the same time.
But I love you guys, and we're gonna come back to our new session soon, and we hope to have you guys there. And we want to make sure that you guys feel comfortable with us, and if you don't, that's also okay, because we're not always the most comfortable people to be around.
Yeah, true.
We talk about serious shit.
Yeah, we're not perfect, but we never claim to be either. So
Period. We're just gonna do our own thing.
yeah.
So you can follow me on my Heka LV on everything. I'm just kidding. You can follow me on Heka LV, my TikTok, and then you can follow me on Heka Vang Instagram. And then my Instagram is the same thing. My TikTok is the same thing, Heka Vang. And then I do a cooking show or do cooking videos, and I think I'm gonna start them again because I saw that they're more important to you guys than my fucking videos that I make.
Damn.
Because I got 86 followers in like a month.
Shit.
What the fuck?
Well, everyone loves cooking videos, man.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
I am a good chef. That's what I've been doing for 7 years. So,
Yeah.
but love me for who I am, at least, bitch. Like, I'll start doing cooking videos again if you guys keep following me and keep showing us love on our podcast and everywhere else. Because honestly, I work too much. How am I gonna cook every single day and make all these videos at the same time? Like, be realistic. I'm a hustler, bitch. I'm a hustler. I'm gonna keep trying, but like, bruh, it's hard. That's why we were late last week, because of the shit that was happening.
Yeah.
So be real. But I'm here, and I'm here to stay. You guys gonna see me. You're gonna see my ugly ass face every single day. I'm not ugly, bitch. And you get to see my beautiful best friend's face too.
Not beautiful, but
Shut up.
guys.
He's a handsome man.
Appreciate it. I don't think so, but appreciate it. As far as it goes, yeah, same thing. You want to follow me, follow him. Try to find me. We miss Sophie, so yeah, Sophie, if you're watching this, we miss you.
She's coming back next week. Don't worry.
Yeah, for real. Yeah.
It's not the same without us three.
No, yeah, she's got like plague or something.
Shut the fuck up.
Okay.
She's sick.
Yeah.
She's sick.
She got the Rona.
No, she ain't got the Rona. Don't be like spreading lies.
I'm just trying to mess with her.
Yeah. Just to end it all, we are celebrating AAPI month again. So go support your local Asians and Pacific Islanders right now. We need it. We love you. We feel appreciated. And I will always support them because that's who we are. That's who I am.
Yeah.
Whether I'm Latino or Asian or not, I'm both. So I get to celebrate both, bitch.
Yeah.
But we're doing our thing. So,
Yep.
yay. Salud.
Salud.
Okay? And whatever my culture says. Because I don't drink.
I do not. Watch last episodes. Watch last episodes.
All late.
Yeah, my bad. I didn't know we were still doing that.
I can see myself lost in